The lone wolf, Rambo-style hero is a Hollywood fantasy, and a deadly one. This image of a solitary warrior taking on the world alone is thrilling on screen but perilous in reality. He's portrayed as a one-man army, but in reality that mindset is a recipe for disaster. No one can truly survive the harshness of the wild or the chaos of a crisis without support. True survival isn't about stockpiling weapons or building walls, it's about building connections. It's about forming bonds that can withstand the test of time and adversity. Humans survived and thrived by working together, not by isolating themselves. Our ancestors knew the power of community, and it's a lesson we must remember. The lone wolf myth ignores our greatest strength: cooperation. It's through teamwork that we overcome challenges and find solutions. Who helps you when you're injured, sick, or exhausted? In those moments, a helping hand can mean the difference between life and death. Who stands guard while you sleep? Trust and shared responsibility are vital for safety and peace of mind. Alone, you're vulnerable to mistakes, illness, and burnout. The weight of survival is too heavy for one person to bear. Aggression and paranoia only make you a target, not a survivor. They isolate you further, making you an easy mark. Preparing for conflict instead of community is a losing strategy. It's the bonds we forge that will see us through the toughest times. The tough guy act paints a bullseye on your back. People notice and you become a threat worth eliminating. It's a dangerous facade. Real strength is in being adaptable, not invincible. Flexibility and the ability to change course are key to survival. Survival is about being smart enough to avoid unnecessary risks, not proving you're the toughest. It's about making wise choices. The lone wolf is brittle, not strong. Without support, even the smallest setback can become insurmountable. In a crisis, bridges matter more than bunkers. It's the connections we build that provide true security. Don't fall for the Rambo myth. It's not just unrealistic, it's dangerous. It's a narrative that can lead to isolation and vulnerability. True survivors work together, not alone. It's through unity and collaboration that we find strength and resilience. Real survival isn't a series of action scenes. It's a slow, exhausting grind that wears you down day after day. It's not about adrenaline or dramatic rescues, but about enduring discomfort and uncertainty for long stretches of time. The real threats you face aren't always what you see in movies. It's dehydration, infection, cold, and despair that creep in quietly, threatening your well-being far more than marauders or sudden violence. In a blackout, you're not fighting off invaders. You're struggling to stay warm, to find clean water, and to keep your family safe from the invisible dangers of exposure and illness. Survival is about logistics, rationing food, managing waste, keeping your living space clean, and finding ways to keep morale up when hope feels distant. There are no dramatic moments, just endless repetitive tasks, washing dishes, chopping wood, and doing whatever it takes to get through another day. Mistakes happen, forgetting to purify water, misjudging how much firewood you need, or spraining an ankle on a slippery floor. Even small errors can have big consequences. In a group, someone can help you recover or fix a mistake, but alone, a single misstep can quickly become life-threatening. Every decision carries immense weight when you're solo. The pressure of knowing there's no one to back you up can be overwhelming. The hardest choices aren't good versus evil. They're between two bad options, like risking your health or using up your last supplies. Do you share medicine with a neighbor in need, or save it for your child, knowing you might not get more? These are the dilemmas that test your values and resolve. The lone wolf, obsessed with self-preservation, makes choices that slowly erode his spirit, leaving him isolated and emotionally drained. A community shares burdens, finds creative solutions, and supports each other through the darkest times, making survival more bearable. Survival is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about enduring hardship over weeks or months, not just surviving a single night. The real battle is against boredom, fatigue, and hopelessness. Feelings that can break your will long before hunger or cold do. Movies glamorize crisis with action and suspense, but reality demands patience, resilience, and above all, teamwork to make it through. Don't let Hollywood fool you. Survival is about endurance, adaptability, and the quiet strength to keep going, not heroics or flashy moments. Alone, you're at risk. Together, you have a real chance. In the end, it's community and connection that help you survive the long haul. The prepper world is obsessed with gear. Tactical vests, high-tech gadgets, expensive knives. But gear is useless without skill. $1,000 rifle is just a club if you can't use it under stress. Technology fails, batteries die, electronics break, and fancy tools get lost. If your plan relies on gadgets, you're one malfunction away from disaster. The real survival tool is your brain. Knowledge weighs nothing and can't be taken from you. Gear can create dangerous overconfidence, leading to risky decisions. The best preppers avoid trouble, not seek it out. Invest in yourself. Learn first aid, practice firemaking, study local plants, and develop practical skills. Skills are adaptable and don't require batteries. A garage full of gear is just stuff. A mind full of knowledge is true resilience. Don't be a collector, be a problem solver. Master skills, not gadgets. The loud prepper who brags about his supplies is his own worst enemy. Broadcasting your preparedness makes you a target when things go bad. Insecurity and ego drive this behavior, not real strength. In a crisis, you want to blend in, not stand out, be the gray man. The goal is to look unremarkable, not intimidating. Acting like a fortress pushes potential allies away and breeds suspicion. When you need help, you'll find yourself isolated and alone. True strength is quiet competence, not loud posturing. Build relationships, not walls. Your neighbor's skills, nurse, mechanic, gardener, are more valuable than another rifle. Together, you're resilient. Alone, you're a target. Lose the ego, ditch the cosplay. Survival is about being invisible, not intimidating. The quiet professional outlasts the loud amateur every time. Don't let your ego get you killed. The lone wolf doesn't just risk his own life, he endangers his family. If he's the only one with the plan and skills, what happens if he's injured or sick? His family is left helpless, with no idea how to survive. This creates a single point of failure. One mistake, and everything collapses. Real preparedness means cross-training everyone. Spouse, kids, friends. Everyone should know the plan, use the tools, and handle emergencies. Paranoia and micromanagement kill teamwork and morale. People need to feel trusted and valued, not treated like liabilities. The lone wolf's control is selfish, not protective. True survival is built on trust, communication, and shared responsibility. Everyone has something to contribute: strength, skills, compassion. Reject the lone wolf myth. Build a resilient team. Together you have a real chance. Want to know how to survive under pressure? Look at elite teams, not movie heroes. Special forces, SWAT, and firefighters never operate alone. Their strength is in teamwork. Their success comes from discipline, clear roles, and relentless practice. Every member knows their job and drills it until it's second nature. Teamwork beats improvisation every time. Communication is constant, before, during, and after every mission. They plan, adapt, and share information, making the group smarter than any individual. The lone wolf is blind to what he doesn't know. A team sees the whole picture. Humility and trust are essential. Ego is set aside for the good of the group. Everyone's voice matters, and mistakes are openly discussed to improve. Survival is a team sport, built on discipline, planning, and trust. The lone wolf blames others. Professionals learn and adapt. Don't play hero, build a team, and act like a pro. That's how real operators survive. Real crises aren't explosive. They're slow, grinding, and exhausting. It's not a sudden apocalypse, but a gradual breakdown of daily life. Power outages, empty shelves, and no clean water become the new normal. The real challenge is endless manual labor, hauling water, cooking from scratch, managing waste. There's no glory, just hard, repetitive work. The mental strain, boredom, anxiety, exhaustion is immense. Survival is about solving logistical problems, not fighting off enemies. Can you cook without gas, stay warm without heat, entertain a child without electricity? The lone wolf, focused on combat, is unprepared for these realities. Social dynamics shift. Initial cooperation gives way to stress and conflict. The real test is patience, compassion, and wisdom. Survival is about managing the psychological toll, not just physical threats. The slow burn is the true crisis. Endure it, and you survive. Forget the fantasy. Real survival is about practical skills and strong communities. Situational awareness is your foundation. Notice what's normal, spot what's off. Learn hands-on medical care, water purification, and sanitation. These save more lives than weapons. Communication and planning turn a group into a team. Have a plan for contacting loved ones, rally points, and scenarios. Don't wait for disaster to figure it out. Understand group psychology. Motivate. resolve conflict, and keep morale up. Mental resilience is key. Crisis is a marathon for your mind. Develop coping skills, practice mindfulness, and build emotional bonds. Mental toughness beats brute strength every time. Your mind is your command center. Keep it sharp and flexible. Skills and mindset, not gear, are your real survival tools. The smart prepper's goal isn't to win a firefight, it's to avoid one entirely. True resilience means sidestepping danger before it ever finds you, making your home and your life less of a target. Embrace the gray man philosophy, blend in, stay unnoticed, and keep your strength hidden. The less attention you draw, the safer you'll be when things get tense. In a crisis, the invisible survive, the loud become targets. It's not about bravado, but about quietly navigating chaos while others draw unwanted eyes. Community is your first line of defense. Know your neighbors, build trust, and create a support network. When disaster strikes, it's the people around you who matter most. A connected neighborhood is safer than any fortress. Shared vigilance and cooperation can deter threats and provide comfort in uncertain times. Preparedness means redundancy. Multiple ways to get water, heat and light, and backup plans for every scenario. Stock up, but also practice using your gear so you're never caught off guard. Adaptability is resilience. When one plan fails, you pivot. Flexibility lets you overcome obstacles and find new solutions on the fly. The lone wolf has one plan. When it breaks, he breaks. Isolation limits your options and makes recovery harder. True survival is humble, adaptable, and team-oriented. Working together multiplies your resources and your chances. Know your limits, keep learning, and be ready to change course. Every new skill you master is another tool in your kit. Teamwork multiplies your strength, isolation weakens you. Together you can accomplish what's impossible alone. Mental strength, enduring hardship with grace, matters most. Staying calm and compassionate helps you and others weather any storm. Forget Rambo. Be the quiet, helpful neighbor. Small acts of kindness build trust and resilience in your community. The real survivor is the one who supports others and adapts. Build bridges, not bunkers. When you lift others up, you all become stronger. That's the path to a safer, more resilient future. Survive together, thrive together. The strongest communities are built on unity, compassion, and shared purpose.